Hello students, welcome back to our online class. So students, take out your social science book. Take out chapter number 3, motions of the earth. In the last class, we have discussed about revolution and its effects. So today we'll discuss about the phenomenon of seasons. Take out page number 106. The earth completes one revolution around the sun in 365 and 1/4 days or 1 year. This period is divided into 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn and winter. The change of the seasons is due to, now in a year, that is in 365 days, we experience 4 seasons. These seasons are spring, summer, autumn and winter. Now, why we experience change of seasons? Because the rotation of the earth on its axis means on its own. The revolution of the earth around the sun, that is the revolution of the earth around the sun. The inclination of the earth's axis. Inclination of the earth's axis. Clear? Figure 3.8 shows the movement of the earth around the sun. The position 1, 2, 3 and 4 shows the position of the earth on 4 selected days, that is 21st March, 21st June, 23rd September and 22nd December. The interval between these dates is about 3 months. Now, so this is marked as 1, position 1, then position 2, position 3, then position 4. Okay, position 4 in this diagram. See? Diagram, okay, that is, this is 21st March, then 21st June, here it is 23rd September, then here it is 22nd December. Okay, that means there is a gap of 3 months everywhere, is not it? March, April, May, June, 3 months. June, July, August, September, 3 months. September, October, November, December. So there is a gap of 3 months everywhere. Position 2 and 4 are called solstices. Now which position is called the solstices? Now position 2 and 4. Position 2 and 4 are called solstices. Okay. Solstice. Now what is a solstice? A solstice is a day when the midday sun shines vertically overhead at one of the tropics, either the Tropic of Cancer or the Tropic of Capricorn, and during the duration of the day is longest in that hemisphere. That is what it is said over here. That means 2 and 4. Okay, 2 and 4. See, the tropics are in this way, is not it? This is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. This is the equator. So what happened? The sun shines in one of the tropics. Either it will be Tropic of Cancer, either it will be Tropic of Capricorn. See, now Tropic of Cancer is receiving the sunshine, not the Tropic of Capricorn. What happened? The sun is receiving in Tropic of Capricorn. The sunlight is receiving in Tropic of Capricorn, and where the sun rays used to receive, that portion will be having longest day in that particular hemisphere. Either it is northern hemisphere or it is southern hemisphere. Position 1 and 3 are called equinoxes. Now these 1 and 3 are called equinoxes. Now, do you know what is the meaning of equinox? Equinox means equal night. Position 1 and 3 are called equinoxes. An equinox is a day when the midday sun shines vertically overhead to the equator and the length of the day and night is of the equal duration throughout the world. Now, suppose this is the equator. Okay. Now, what happened? This equator, the sun shines vertically on the equator and it experiences equal day and night all over the world, and this period is called equinox. In the northern hemisphere, position 2 on the 21st June is called the summer solstice. Then this is called summer solstice. This is 21st June is called summer solstice. Then this is position number 4, that is on 22nd December, is the winter solstice. Then position number 3 on 23rd September is the autumn equinox. Position number 1 on the 21st March is called spring equinox, and position number 3 on 23rd of September is the autumn equinox. Now summer solstice, 21st June. The north pole is inclined towards the sun while the south pole is turned away from the sun. Now we are talking about 21st of June. Okay, that is 21st of June. The north pole is inclined towards the sun. This is north pole, is not it? Now this is inclined towards the sun, and this is went far away. This is south pole, went far away. That okay. Now the rays of the sun falls vertically over the sun rays fall vertically over the Tropic of Cancer. That is on 23.5 degree north. A large portion of the northern hemisphere gets heat and light from the sun. The large portion of heat and light is received in the northern hemisphere. Places in the northern hemisphere experiences summer season. Why? Because it receives vertical rays of sun. The longest day and the shortest night occur on 21st June in the northern hemisphere. As it receives more sunlight, it experiences longer days and shorter nights. All the above conditions are reversed in the southern hemisphere. That is, just now what we have seen on 21st June, that will be completely opposite in 22nd of December. Okay, let's talk about winter solstice. That is 22nd of December. The south pole is inclined towards the sun. Okay, the south pole is inclined towards the sun while the north pole is away from the sun. How? Now see, this is the angle of inclination, isn't it? This is the orbital plane. It's not it. This is the circle of illumination. Now what happened here? So this portion received direct sun rays more or not? Because this is extra. It's not. So it received the, now what happened in south pole, it receives more sun rays, and while the north turns away from the sun. See, this is away is not. See, incline is more towards that side. Inclination is more towards that side. So it receives less sun rays. Now the sun rays fall vertically in the Tropic of Capricorn. That is 23 degree south. The large portion of the south hemisphere gets light from the sun. That is why days are longer in the southern hemisphere and nights are shorter in the southern hemisphere. Places in the southern hemisphere experience summer season now. Longest day and shortest night occur on 22nd December in the southern hemisphere. Now on the 22nd of December, it experiences longest day and shorter night. But now all the above is reversed in this case. Now whenever this case whenever there is a longer day, shorter nights, here it will be shorter days, longer nights. Everything will be opposite, reversed. Now spring and autumn equinoxes, 21st March and 23rd September. 21st March and 21st September. Now we shall talk about these two equinoxes. Okay. On 21st March and 23rd September, the sun rays fall vertically on the equator. The sun rays fall vertically on the equator. Clear? The North Pole and the South Pole light lies at an equal distance from the sun. So see, these distances are equal, is not it? The distances are equal. Days and nights are of equal duration throughout the world at the time of equinox, that is on 21st March and 23rd September. Days and nights are equal all over the world, not only in India. It is neither very cold nor very hot in both the hemispheres. The northern hemisphere experiences spring season from 21st March. No, this is northern hemisphere. Okay, now this is northern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere experiences spring season on 21st March and autumn season from 23rd of September. It is the reverse in southern hemisphere. And reverse means opposite of southern hemisphere. The equinoxes coincide with the time of sunrise at one pole and the time of sunset at the other pole. Now these two are same and these two are same. 21st March coincides with the New Year Day on the Indian national calendar. Now this is all about the chapter of rotation and revolution. Okay, so students, please read the chapter. So in next class I shall teach you another chapter. Till then, thank you.